Greetings, Divine Ones, and welcome so much to our Goddess Spirituality online New Moon Resolution Ceremony. I'm your Goddess Rhonda at your service. Tonight we're going to begin working on resolving the issues that hold us back from all of these things that we are trying to achieve. And I felt like this new moon was really important to get that process started so that we are ready to launch our resolutions, our new resolutions, in with the new year. So first, with this last, what do we have, like 2 weeks left, 2 or 3 weeks left of December before the new year begins, now is an excellent time to go ahead and start resolving those issues now, even if they cannot be fully resolved within 2 or 3 weeks. Of course, some things can't be. We can maybe be able to mitigate them or resolve enough of the issue so that we can go ahead and move forward. And then as time goes on, we can just keep whittling away at those things that keep us from manifesting the goals and the dreams that we have for ourselves and our families and the world around us. So as always, though, before we begin, we like to cast a circle of protection around us. First, I like to call upon our dear patron Ganesha, the Lord who removes all obstacles. Om Gum Ganapataye Namaha. My dear darling Ganesha, please wield your Vajra and remove any and all obstacles to the success of this ceremony and our intentions being manifested, and removing any and all things that are keeping us from our positive manifestations and goals and intentions, and we thank you so much. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and get started. Bring my offering dishes over. First, we make an offering to our darling Ganesha. Now, for those who choose to accept it, I'm going to clear my space and your space too. You have free will. If you do not want me to clear your space, just set that intention. That will be fine. But for all of those who would like to have their spaces cleared, we're going to go ahead and do that now. So from this and all of the spaces of those listening who choose to accept this clearing, I send all adverse energies around us and in us into the light to be healed and resolved, as we are all healed from them. And I now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all well-being and fill all of our spaces with peace and protection always. So it is. And thank you. And now that our spaces are clear, hopefully you can feel the difference in your space, we will go ahead and start, set our circle up. Cast our circle, I should say. Oh, here it is, my lighter. Excuse me. All hail, our lords and ladies of the East, our brothers and sisters, our brother and patron, the sacred element of air, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the South, our brothers and sisters, our brother and patron, the sacred element of fire, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the West, our brothers and sisters, our sister and patron, the sacred element of water, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the north, our brothers and sisters. Our sister and patron, the sacred element of earth, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please call as a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction. From corner to corner and end to end, let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is. And we now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all well-being, and again fill all of our spaces with peace and protection always. So it is, and thank you. So welcome back to the Goddess Spirituality Online Temple and Learning Circle. Again, I'm Goddess Rhonda at your service. So please stay with us because we're going to get your energies cleaned up, get your candles programmed, so that we can really move forward with what it is that we are trying to achieve. Now, hopefully you have everything that we asked for so we can roll smoothly through our ceremony. For those of you who may have come in late or aren't prepared yet, that's okay, because this ceremony will post almost immediately to video. So you'll be able to gather up your items and come back and participate at your leisure, should you choose to. I've also provided for you in the description of this video and on the meetup group and on the Facebook page, links, I should say, to the meetup group, which it doesn't matter where you are since it's an online temple. Please feel free to join it, and also our Facebook page as well. I also want to remind everyone that although this service is free, your donations are truly appreciated. You can give through the YouTube channel, which you can, if you click on my name right underneath this video, it'll take you to the main page, and on the right there is a support button. Or if you belong to our meetup group, on the home page to the left is a chip in button, and you can use those if you choose to, because again, it helps to pay for the meetup group and everything else that we have going on. But this is a free service. It's something that I wanted to do for everybody, so don't feel obligated. It's okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started with doing our burns. Don't worry if you don't have the paper that is to burn any adverse energies off of you and within you, because after I do the individual one, I will do a general burn for everybody. So don't worry if you do not have the paper or the pot or anything else. So this is a sacred burn to remove the adverse energies in and around you. So if you have your paper and your tongs and your lighter, let's go ahead and get started on ourselves. With sacred fire, I burn away from myself all adverse blockages, unbalanced energies, hexes, curses, negative entities, that which does not belong, that which impedes my progress, that which impedes my prosperity, that which impedes my good health, and send them into the light to be healed and resolved as I am healed from them, and restore my divine peace, protection, prosperity, good health, and the positive flow of divine balanced energy on all levels. So it is, and thank you. And any remaining adverse energies in the ashes and smoke are also sent into the light to be healed and resolved, and the ashes and smoke are now rendered harmless. And when you do that burn, see if you feel it anywhere in your body, any sensations, because it'll let you know where there was a problem. Now I'm going to do a general burn for those of you who choose to accept it. With sacred fire, I burn away from all those who accept this ceremony all adverse blockages, unbalanced energies, hexes, curses, negative entities, that which does not belong, that which impedes your progress, that which impedes your prosperity, that which impedes your good health, and send them into the light to be healed and resolved as you are healed from them, and restore your divine peace, protection, prosperity, good health, and the positive flow of divine balanced energy on all levels. So it is, and thank you. And any remaining adverse energies in the ashes and smoke are also sent into the light to be healed and resolved and the ashes and smoke are now rendered harmless. Okay. And if you did your own burn, when you get a chance later, take a look at the ashes and see if any pictures or you see any letters or anything that might have burned off into the ashes, just so that you know if you can see things that were on you. So now in our next step, we're going to, as usual, energetically clear our hands because we have so much energy that flows through them. We want nothing blocking them. So please place your hands in front of you. Gaze at your hands, and as I call out the elements, imagine that your hands are that element. Maybe you'll see it, maybe you'll feel it, or just imagine it. Don't worry about trying to see it. Some of you can see it, and that's great, and if not, don't worry. You should still be able to feel the energy. So you can repeat out loud or think after me. I cleanse my hands of all adverse energies with the sacred elements of earth, of air, of fire, of water, of wood, of metal, of stone, sending all adverse energies into the light to be healed and resolved, as I and we all are healed from them. And I now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all well-being and fill my hands first, our hands first, with purity, and then peace, protection, and power. So it is. And thank you. So hopefully you can feel that in your hands. So we're going to keep right on rolling through. Our next step is to go ahead and clear our chakras, our energy vortexes, because if they are compromised, it can compromise your intentions and your magic. So we want to get them shored up and healthy so we're fully powered up for our spell. Place your hands above your head, right above the crown chakra, and repeat after me. Cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color white. Put your hands together and say thank you. Over the third eye, cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color indigo, the blue-purple color. And just imagine your third eye is a beautiful indigo color. Hands together in front and say thank you. Over our throat, cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color blue. And just imagine the blue light flowing into your throat, clearing up your communication center. Hands together and thank you. Over our heart chakra, cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color green. And just imagine that green light flowing through your heart chakra, cleaning it all up so that it's nice and strong. Over the solar plexus, cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color yellow. And just let that yellow light flow in to your source of will. This is your will and determination center. And sometimes we try so hard to do things that this can actually become compromised. So let the yellow, imagine the yellow, the beautiful yellow light flowing in. Hands in prayer and thank you. Hands over the groin chakra, cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color orange. And just imagine beautiful orange light flowing into your center of creativity. It's hard to create when our groin chakra is compromised. So beautiful orange light to shore it up and power it up so that you can create successfully during the ceremony. Hands at the base of your spine, the root chakra, our vital life force energy, our prosperity, our power. Cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color red. Now just imagine or visualize or picture that beautiful red color flowing into the base of your spine to power you up with divine life force energy so that you're fueled, you're powered, and you can really put your intentions into the spell work that we're about to do. Now we've already done our hands hands together, and thank you. We've already done our hands. So now place your hands over your feet. You don't have to touch them as long as your hands are over your feet. That's just fine. Cleansing, healing, purifying, charging with the sacred color white. And let that white light fill the feet. We have a lot of chakras in our feet as well, in the joints and in the sole of the feet. And if those chakras are compromised, it can make it hard to move forward, to get going. So we need to keep them nice and clear. Hands together. And thank you. Okay, so now you can come back and do this ceremony at any time at this video to strengthen up your chakras, just to clear them up, strengthen you up, balance out your energies, because it helps you if you're working fully powered when you're trying to do your spell work. A lot of times we're compromised, our energies are compromised, and then we wonder, it can compromise the effect of what it is that we are trying to do. So just before we begin our candle ceremony, I just want to share tonight's message with you. And that message is how important it is to see the resolution to your issues, to get rid of them, so that you can move forward. Because when we don't resolve what we need to do first and we're trying to just keep going forward, those things that are trying to really teach us, our challenges, are really, if you think of them as lessons, those lessons that you haven't quite gotten yet are still tying you to that situation. There are other reasons also that are tied in with that. A lot of that can be fear of change, fear of success, or just plain fear in general, fear of the unknown. You can be in a negative situation, but it's so normal for you that you're afraid to just go into something else, to get out of your discomfort zone, as we say, when we're stuck in that kind of a space. Or you might have a lack of funds or family commitments and obligations that can hold you back. And also being overwhelmed by issues that need to be resolved can also keep you from moving forward. A lot of us have so much on our plate that we just get so overwhelmed, it's just like we just can't get rid of anything. So tonight we're going to work on that. And one of the ways to also help you when we are overwhelmed and we just can't do it, that is the time to call upon the divine and say, you know what, I cannot handle this anymore. I can't do it. Please, I need your help. Please handle this for me. Don't be afraid. I know that we as metaphysicians, light workers, witches, magicians, however you term yourself, we recognize that we do have the power to create the change in our life. But sometimes everybody needs help. And it's okay to say, you know what, my dear lords and ladies, I can't do it. Please help me. Please take this issue from me, or cause me to see or do whatever it is I need to do to resolve that situation. Never be afraid to ask for help. We're not here. We haven't been abandoned, I should say, down here. We have lots of help, and they will take over for us if we can't do it. And another way also that I particularly find inspiring, so that I will share with you, is when I read the stories of people who have overcome tremendous odds to become a success. One of my favorites is the actor Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know if you knew this, but he was a crack addict. And when he was in his 40s, he finally went into rehab. And it was after that, in his 40s, that he actually got his break in movies. He'd been doing little little jobs, but he actually got his big break in his 40s, which shows it's never too late for you to resolve an issue, even though it seems insurmountable, and move forward into success. We also have a woman named Angela Logan, and you can Google her or look her up. She's a mother of three who a few years ago was faced with foreclosure. She was faced with homelessness for her and her kids because she just couldn't afford her mortgage. The economy had taken a downturn, and she didn't know what to do. All she could come up with was her grandmother's recipe. I believe it was her grandmother who used to make these apple cakes. So she created what she called mortgage apple cakes, and she humbled herself. She didn't hide that she was in dire straits financially. She told everybody, I need help. I am in such bad shape. I'm losing my home, and I'm selling these cakes. I'm not asking you to just give me something for nothing. I'm selling these cakes to help me to pay my mortgage and to come up with extra money. Well, so many people heard of her plight and came to help her. She sold those cakes for 40 bucks a piece. Then the news found out about it. Someone else offered her a commercial kitchen to use because she was using her own oven, and she'd stay up all night baking one cake at a time. And they made a movie of her, and now she's sitting pretty and doing well for herself. And all she had was a recipe. You know, when we're in our worst times, sometimes something so simple can even just save us. So when you look at your resources, look at that too. I personally find that very inspiring that someone pulled themselves out by using their grandmother's recipe to help them, and by letting everybody know they weren't ashamed to say, I'm losing my home, I'm poor, I need help. They humbled themselves and they were rewarded greatly. And also they offered something for the money as well. So she is one of my heroes. And last, because I don't want to go on and on, I know you want to get going, but I have to bring him up. Guy, and I hope I say his name right, Guy Laliberte, who is the founder of the Cirque du Soleil, that huge, very way cool circus that they have in Vegas and everywhere else. He was a homeless teenager who, I think he was maybe not even in his 20s when he started that, but he was a homeless teenager who lived on the streets, who fell in with some street performers and learned how to juggle and walk on stilts and things like that to beg for money. And now that he's a billionaire because he parlayed that skill and living on the streets with his fellow homeless street people into the Cirque du Soleil. Now he is a multi-billionaire, I believe. He went from being a homeless teenager on the streets to a multi-billionaire just using the skill that he had and having the guts to take a chance and ask people to take a chance on him. And now when he goes to London, he stays in a hotel that allows him to look down on the bench that he used to sleep on when he was homeless. So when you hear stories like that, it can inspire you to pull yourself out of that abyss of feeling too overwhelmed to go forward or too tired to take that extra step, and go ahead and move forward and pull up whatever perseverance and strength and determination you have within you to continue. Because when you see the examples of other people, it does give you the courage and the hope to know that you can change your life no matter how dire your circumstances are. So let's go ahead now. And if you want, you can just Google, if you want to look up any of those stories. If you just Google the rags to riches stories, just rags to riches stories of people, a lot of people will come up. And you can read those, even if you just read one every day, to inspire you to get the strength up, the chutzpah, as we say, to get out there and do what you need to do. It is a wonderful way to shore up your energy. And it's also a support. Maybe these people have gone on to success, but their stories still provide us with the energy of support. So take full advantage of that energy that is being offered to you to help you to see your way clear and move forward. All right, let's roll right into our candle lighting ceremony. Please have your candles with your offerings ready. Don't light them yet. Let me get here they are, my offering cups. I will be making offerings on your behalf. Please hold your hands over your candles so that we can imbue them with the power as we begin our devotionals. Thank you, our divine Mother Goddess, Sister Moon, Sister Earth, Father God, Brother Sun, Sister Winds, planetary, elemental, directional rulers, holy universal life forces, our divine sister and patron Venus, on this your day and hour, your intelligence of intelligences, nay, seraphim, in the sacred element of earth, combined with our divine sister and patron Moon in your newness and glory, your intelligence of intelligences, Malka, Bether, Sism, Het, Baruch, Shalom, and the sacred element of water, combined with our divine Father God, Brother Sun, your intelligence Nakia, and the sacred element of fire, combined with the projective receptive, male, female, hot, cold energies. Namaste, divine ones, divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. Please grant us in our ceremony your divine blessings and energies, and grant us great strength, good health, happiness, and success in our endeavors. I call upon the lords and ladies of each day to help us to resolve the issues, challenges, and situations that hold us back from attaining our goals and dreams. I call upon thee, our divine Mother Goddess, our divine Sister Moon, who rules over Mondays and offers us healing and balancing energies. Please, dear Mother, please, dear Sister, heal our adverse issues and situations and challenges, and help us to know how to heal ourselves as well. Please balance our emotions so that they do not interfere with the clarity of our thoughts and our intentions. I call upon thee, our divine brother Mars, who rules over Tuesdays, you of defense and protection. Please defend us in our ability to manifest our goals and dreams, and protect us from those adverse influences that may try to get in our way. Thank you. I call upon thee, our divine brother Mercury, you who rule over Wednesdays and enhance our intelligence and wisdom. Please clear our minds of the mindless chatter that keeps us from thinking clearly. Please grant us the wisdom that we need to conquer our challenges, and please change the negative self-talk into positive and supportive self-talk so that we are a support to ourselves. I call upon thee, our divine brother and patron Jupiter, and our divine brother and patron Neptune, you who rule over Thursdays, our dear Jupiter, who represents wealth and expansion. Please grant us the wealth we need to resolve our adverse situations and expand our determination, resolve, and abilities to do the same. I call upon thee, our divine sister and patron Venus, on this your day and hour, you, the goddess of creation and manifestation, and the earth. Please help us, dear sister, and ground out the adverse energies that hold us back, and help us to create a new fertile field of positive possibilities to plant our seeds of intentions and grow them to full fruition. And thank you. And I call upon thee, our divine brother and patron Saturn, you of restrictions, luck, and perseverance. Please help us, dear brother, and restrict those adverse energies that cause our confusion and strife, and infuse us with the energy of perseverance so that we do not give up on our dreams and are able to move ahead despite whatever may be in our way. And I call upon thee, our divine Father God, our divine brother Sun, you who rule over Sundays, strength, courage, and success. Please, our dear Father, please, our dear brother, grant us the strength we need to overcome our challenges, the courage to destroy our fears, and the power of success so that we may successfully reach our goals. Please also light the way for us so that we can successfully navigate our paths to fulfillment. I ask thee all to infuse our candles with these energies, that they continue to help us with our petitions, even after the last one has burnt out. Please continue to allow the energies to assist us until these situations are resolved. Thank you so much, and divine blessings to you all as well. Please hold your hands out. We gratefully accept your blessings. Please hold your hands out again. Please accept our divine gratitude in return. Hands in prayer, and thank you. Please light your center candle. Take a moment to read your petition. I'll give you a second there. Okay. Please light your center candle. Okay, hold your hands over your candles again and repeat after me. As these candles burn and reflect the light of the divine, my inner light responds, and I radiate good health, wisdom, prosperity, joy, and divine beauty that continues to shine and help me reach my goals, even when the flames are extinguished. So it is, and thank you. I have so much heat going through me now, which is good. That's energy. If you're feeling really hot, that's the energy. So last but not least, let's go ahead and program our chakras for success. Again, with your hands over the crown chakra, repeat after me. I safely heal and energize my crown chakra so that my thoughts are clear, strong, and peaceful. And thank you. Over the third eye, I safely heal and energize my third eye so that my intuition is clear, strong, and so that my future success is secured. And thank you. Hands over your throat chakra. I safely heal and energize my throat chakra so that my communication is clear, strong, and harmonious with those I am communicating with. And thank you. Over your heart chakra, I safely heal and energize my heart chakra with green light so that my kind heart is safe and protected from those who take my kindness and service for granted, and to protect it from being subject to the pain of the world. Thank you. Over your solar plexus, I safely heal and energize my solar plexus so that my will is strong and my desires are manifest, but in a way that retains its peace. And thank you. Over the groin chakra, I safely heal and energize my groin chakra so that my creation energy is strong and I can successfully create the life that I desire. And thank you. Okay, reach around to the back. Over the root chakra, I safely heal and energize my root chakra so that I have the safe and optimal energy to continue forward with all that I want and need to achieve, to keep me prosperous and vitalized. Thank you. Lean forward. Have your hands over your feet. Again, you don't have to touch them as long as your hands are hanging forward. If there's some reason that you can't bend forward, just be aware of your feet because we don't want you to strain yourself. I safely heal and energize my feet chakras so that they have the strength and energy to carry me forward on my path to success and evolution. Thank you. Hands together. I safely heal and energize my hands so that they are a safe and strong conduit for the powerful energy that flows through them and to help me in my works. And thank you. Place your hands about head level. Bring them down as you say. We send any excess energy that we do not need into the earth to be purified and recycled. Turn your hands palms up and let them rise as you say, and restore our divine balanced energy. Hands together, and thank you. Hopefully that made you feel as good as it made me feel. I feel really good now. So now what you want to do is you want to light your candles as always for the next 14 days, reading your petition and leaving an offering. It could be a coin, a flower. If you're using flowers, you can let them dry out and then make an incense out of them so that you can burn some every day to help to fuel you even more. If you're using coins, you can finish and put them in a little mojo bag and tuck them in your bra or your pocket and carry them with you so that it keeps that flow going as well. And I wanted to just add very quickly, because someone had asked me, why do I always use the 14 candles? And I do that because it gives you something to focus and manifest your intentions every single day from moon to moon. And that is why I do that, because the more that we put into our work, the more that we get out of it. And the more you show the divine your devotion and your willingness to go forward with this, the more they will assist you. And it also gives you something every day to promote your spirituality, which is really important because we can get so tied up with the events of the world and our lives that we forget the most important realm, which is our spiritual connection to the divine who fuels us and supports us and takes care of us. So with all that being said, thank you so much for joining me, Goddess Rhonda, at the Goddess Spirituality online new moon resolution ceremony. This video will be here for you if you ever want to use it again, or if there's something that you want to, or a part of it that you want to use again, it will be here for you. Just a reminder, I do appreciate donations, which you can give through my main page on the right or our meetup group on the left. And I just want to thank you so much for your support, for being here with me, for traveling on this path to success, achievement, spiritual evolution with me, and for allowing me to be of service. And I bless all of you with the strength and the courage and the wisdom to resolve your issues, find your way out of it, to be inspired, and also ask the divine to bless you as well if it's just too much for you to do on your own. And I thank you again so much. Please visit my website at www.healinghennagoddess.com, which you can also reach through the YouTube page. If you go to the first page by clicking on my name, to the right it says Goddess Rhonda's website, I believe, or Rhonda's website. You can click on that and join our mailing list so that you can get notifications of things that we're doing and spell work and such and such. And I wish you all a blessed and beautiful week. And I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste and good night. Bye-bye.